messed up, everything's messed up, weather's messed up. But you know what? It is what it is. This is UK. Welcome to the country. Guys, any one of you guys new to the channel, welcome. We like everybody here. This is something new I'm doing a lot more. I'm actually going to be doing a lot more live streams now as well, especially on the members section. So I don't know if you guys have noticed. So I've done my best. And also with the live streams, you know, these current situations you've been having where, you know, YouTube takes 3, 4, 5 upload a simple 5-minute, 10-minute video, you know, and the longer the video, the longer it takes, right? It's just hilarious. YouTube has been doing so many different things. So what we've done, well, what I've done is basically I said, you know what, I'm going to start kind of moving over to live stream premium stuff, right, for the people who really want to learn, right? And as soon as I opened it up yesterday, I think I've had 2 or 3 people instantly just join. Really appreciate that. Shout out to brother KR Kuram, he joined straight away. Brother Rizzo, he joined straight away. I think brother Owl, he joined straight away. You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that you guys want to see these content every day. Because all I get is a lot of people moaning and this and that. Oh, you do too many videos, or your videos are too long. You know, just so many different things. But now at least the members will get the content that they've been wanting, right? So that's the idea. Members will get the content that they've been wanting. Everybody else, you're going to get whatever, you know, is there publicly, right? So without any further ado, let's go into the question. So there was a brother by the name of Mustafa. He asked me a simple question, actually. He said, I think it's Mustafa. Was it Mustafa? I believe it was, right? Sorry, my head's not working. So on one of the groups, he asked a simple question regarding this grayscale GBTC fund, right? And my simple reply to him was actually, if JP Morgan says it's going to crash, or all the institutions say it's going to crash, then do the opposite. Just do the opposite, right? So when we're looking at stuff like this, one of the things that we need to look at is what's really happening in GBTC, right? You know, what is GBTC? You know, so GBTC is a similar to an ETF, but so it's a trust. And what you're doing is you're buying into the trust fund, right? At a premium, obviously, right? And you know, you can buy, sell regardless. So you get the exposure to the market without actually physically owning any Bitcoin. Now, with GBTC, they will take the money. This is how it works. They will take the money and they will buy hundreds of thousands of coins, whatever the money's worth, right? They will buy coins, so many different coins, they will buy it. And they sell it back to you at a premium. That's all it is. They'll sell it to you at a premium, say 10%, 12% premium, they'll sell it to you. What that means is they're selling it to you at 10% more than what the market price is. Right? Does that make sense to you? Now, that's what they're doing. So for them, say for example, they have a lock-in period for 6 months to a year. Right? That's all they have, a lock-in period, 6 months to a year, whatever like this, right? And they don't really care where the Bitcoin price goes, because all they care about is how much they paid, how much you paid when you joined for the exposure, and how much you're going to get in return, and how much management fee they will collect. So in the process, what GBTC do is obviously they'll take the money off the people for buying the premium. So all you're doing is buying a share. You buy a share, you pay the premium, 10% more, whatever, and you know, you're all right. Sorry, just reconnecting. We had a bit of a connection issue. So what I'm saying is, you have this situation where GBTC will sell to you at premium, 10%, 20%, 30%, whatever, depending on the cycle of the market, right? And sorry, this is a drive time live time, okay? So I'm actually driving on a motorway, M1 to be precise, in the UK. Those of you are there, you know this. And there are some black spots where there's no signal. But anyway, let's get back into the GBTC situation. So GBTC will sell to you at 10%, 20% premium, right? So that's what you pay. You pay 10%, 20% more. You're buying that particular stock or share, whatever you want to call it, right? It's a trust, so you're buying a share in the trust. They will then decide to whether to go and buy more BTC or any crypto, for as a matter of fact. I mean, obviously for legal reasons, they might have to buy just the one that they've advertised. So they go and buy that. Now, check this out. I'll give you a really good example. This is seriously. So you have to understand. I mean, I would love to buy shares in GBTC, right? I don't. I wish I did, but I don't, because there's a funny fact about this. So hilarious. Because I've actually worked on projects or worked with teams on some similar to a venture capital fund and similar to a hedge fund. They're very similar, and GBTC does something very unique, which is very similar to a hedge fund. So let's explain this. This is so hilarious. So imagine GBTC today are selling 100. All right, so GBTC are selling 100 shares at a premium of, say, 12%. Very simple, 12%. So when you buy this share, 100 people buy one share each, they've literally collected 120% more money from you. Wait for it, it gets crazy. So you've bought a share of one whole Bitcoin, but you've paid 12% more each person. 100 person buying that same crypto, you ended up paying them for 2. So they take your money and they buy 2. So you paid for 1, they buy 2. Now, as per the contract, right, it's all fine, there's nothing wrong with that. As per the contract, they have a management fee. So the management fee could be 2%, 3%, 4%, 6%, 8%, whatever per year. They will then, on the date of liquidation, they will then take that percentage out in BTC or dollar, depending what the market is. So if the market's down, they might prefer to take it in BTC. If the market's up, they might prefer to take it in dollars. So that's what they do. Now, they've promised to return you, out of the 12% they charge you, they said probably, oh, we're going to give you 10% return. So you get your 10% money back at the end of the year. Regardless what happens, you're still going to get that, right? And they said, we're going to charge you 2%, for example. So out of the 12, on the spot, 2% they've already taken. That's their money. The other 10% that they promised you, well, they bought the coin anyway. Do you understand how it works? Now, let's go to the FUD. So GBTC contracts are expiring. They're going to issue some new contracts, XYZ. What are they selling? Well, all they're going to do is liquidate for the people who the contract expired. So say some people went into a contract which expires on a specific date, right? So for example, in this case, it was the 13th of July. Normally the number 13 for superstitious people is a bad luck day. However, in crypto, there is no bad luck day. Every day is a good day, right? Let's talk about this. So these contracts are going to expire. Now, these people are going to get paid off. That's what, right? Hundreds of thousands of people are going to get paid off. Once they're paid, in a situation like this where you've got institutional investors, like these big institutions who are going to invest hundreds of millions of dollars, if not maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, well, they are definitely going to be buying. So a lot of these hedge funds and a lot of these venture capital, it's like a hedge. So what they're going to do, they're going to be buying into this product, into this stock, and they're going to be holding on to it because they're getting the exposure without the risk. If that makes any sense, right? They're going to get the exposure without the risk. So wow, okay, I just realized this. I can do a lot more stuff here. This is cool, right? So they're going to get the exposure without actually risking their funds or without holding any BTC, which is really, really damn good in my opinion, right? So that's what they're going to do. And the people, they can decide to obviously some people are going to buy when they reopen the thing, and some people are going to sell. Some people might not decide to hold, might just want to say, okay, we're going to renew the contract. That's what's going to happen. So the FUD actually helps. Now let's just understand this, right? So the FUD, if the FUD is created, and a lot of retail who don't really understand how the markets work end up dumping their money, right? End up dumping their money. Well, what's going to happen is you are the institutions or the GBTC, for example, they're going to buy it for cheaper. That's what it is. They're just going to buy it for a lot cheaper than what it is. So remember, every time you're buying, you're paying them 10%, 20%, whatever more. Currently it's 12%, right? You're going to be paying that more premium on the same currency. So if they take $100 off you and they charge you 12% on top, right, as a premium, then you're paying $112 for $100. So all they got to do is go and buy $100 worth. That's all they got to do. And then they've promised to pay you 10%. Well, they've paid you 10%. You know, this is how it works. You know, it's a lot of institutional mumbo jumbo. Trust me, I've been there. I've pulled my hair out many times. It's like, what the hell is all of this, right? So that's what it is. So that's what's going on. So I wouldn't panic, right? For me, if you're a holder, there's nothing to panic about. Just carry on, go with the flow. Don't worry too much about it. If you're not a holder, that's a different story, right? If you're just buying and selling, this is a different story. If you're a trader, it's a different story. You can trade either trading up or down. But right now, I think everybody in the professional world will actually let you know this. It's actually a very, very bad idea to trade anything right now. Very bad idea. As lucrative it is, as you know, the risk to reward is very high. It's actually not worth doing it. Spot traders, now I know a lot of spot traders are doing a very good job, right? They're basically buying and selling on the candles, basically every hour, every 4 hours, depending on their mood, whatever they're doing. But the hourly ones, they're doing a lot better on that one. So that's been kind of awesome to see that you've got a lot of guys coming in and doing their bit basically on the spot market and making a lot more BTC. So it's not about the money, it's about how many more BTC you can get. That's what's happening. And also, let's drop something else as well. So just moments before I went on this video, and by the way, this video is an experiment. I've never ever done a live from a mobile device, especially when I'm driving, so the connectivity may be a little bit bad, but I'm doing my best. I'm like, I just want to experiment with it. I want to see how this works, because I've never done it on a mobile phone. Remember I told you my channel is eligible for many things, in fact eligible for maximum stuff on YouTube, but I just don't utilize it. I've started to slowly get to that level where I'm adding new features and new functions and seeing where it goes. So one of the brothers, we were talking about arbitrage, right? So we saw this and I did it as a test. So I did, I sold some BTC for a higher price and I bought some BTC for a lower price just to try and arbitrage on the same exchange. Never been done before as far as I'm concerned. So I was the first who actually attempted it. Maybe there are many who actually attempted it as well, but just want to talk about what happened. So in the process, in British pounds, I lost about £70 of fees basically, because I had to do 3 specific transactions. I had to sell to USDT, convert back to GBP, and then buy again on GBP. So all of that equated to about £70 worth of fees. Negligible, nothing much, right? So at least the test is over. Now we have documentation that this is how it works. But arbitrage is a good opportunity as well, but you just got to be very careful when you're moving money from one exchange to another, when you're sending it from one exchange to another, the delay, right? You could have a 10 to 20 minute, 30 minute delay in receiving the funds, and you hope, you got to have your fingers crossed, right? At that time, the market doesn't shift down. If it does shift down, then you're screwed, right? You're going to lose a little bit. I mean, you're not going to lose anything. You're still holding to the BTC. So arbitrage opportunity is good for making money. Spot trading is great for making more BTC. So each one has its perks, you know, pros and cons. That's what it is. So yeah, I mean, members, remember guys, I'm going to be doing a lot more stuff on the members. In fact, on the members section, there's a small group, as I said, you know, like I had 3 people yesterday as soon as I activated it. Members have come on. One of the member, he has requested something, which is awesome. I believe it's awesome. He wants to start his own YouTube channel. He wants to start his own YouTube channel. So he was like, dude, I don't know how to use YouTube and this and that. Do you know what? I'm going to make a whole tutorial on YouTube. Show you my account, show you all the functions, show you everything. It'll be a long video, but I'll leave it on the members section because obviously other people could see. I mean, you definitely want to see it, so I won't disturb the normal public viewers. I'll leave it there for the member. Once he sees it and he's familiar with it, then later on, maybe, you know, in a few days, I'll make it live, right? I don't think anyone's going to have this urgency of seeing this video right now. It's going to be one of those evergreen videos, so it doesn't matter. I'll make it, I'll show it to him, hopefully help him out, because that's the whole idea. The members section, the whole idea is you are communicating with me direct. And any questions you have, obviously, unless only things are off the subject is politics and finance, right? Finance as in what you're holding and this and that. We're not going to talk about any of those stuff. But other than that, if I'm buying something, I'll talk about it. No financial advice, obviously. If there's a request on something, I'll guide you. I'll let you know. We can even do Google Meets and meetings and this and that talk. So it's more of a personal thing, members will get different perks, right? We're gonna have conversations, talk, build strategies, do all sorts of other stuff, and many more stuff in there, hidden in there. So yeah, have a look at that. There should be a link down below. If not, then I'll add one there later, because I'm just streaming, as I said, the first time ever. I've never done this before. So yeah, I mean, other than that, there's actually nothing else to talk about. Market itself is doing currently sitting at the $1.4 trillion. Nothing much. Volume has come back in again. We've got about 70 something billion dollars in the volume, global volume. A lot of that volume is actually in USDT, and also what you call this, the altcoins, right? Hovering around the $25 billion market cap. So far, I'm seeing a lot of resistance at these particular levels where BTC is like bears are showing full control, right? Where bears want to take it down. Of course, the bulls are fighting as much as possible to keep it above the wedge line. Now, I talked about the wedge line yesterday in a member's post. I didn't post a video. I just posted a screenshot. So again, so a lot of the stuff I'm going to be focusing a lot on the members right now, and we're going to get over to other stuff. I mean, obviously I'm going to still do my public stuff, so don't worry about that, right? So any one of you guys panicking right now and thinking, oh, this guy's going to go all members. No, I'm not going all out members. I'm just looking for the serious people who really want to learn, who really want to learn, who really want to understand. It's not about the money, it's not about anything. As I said to the members as well, there's a video there as well, I said I'm just going to give it back. It's not about the money. I don't want the money. So whatever the money is there, I'm going to be ending up paying it back to the not paying back, but I'm going to be like gifting it or something like this, something different, back to the channel viewers and everything as well. So it's going to be a community. I want to build a community. That's what I want to do, guys. So for me, remember, I don't give a damn about how big the channel is. I don't give a damn about how much money you can make and this and that. I know a lot of people do. I mean, the brother who wants to do YouTube, he wants to monetize on it, which is great. If that's what you want to do, you got to do it. But I'll tell you exactly how it's done, because it's not the first time I've done it. It's not the first channel. This is technically my third biggest channel compared to some of the other channels I've had. This is the third biggest channel. I have killed off other channels. Now I'm full-time on this, as you can see as well, focusing more on this channel than anything else. I don't publish anything on any other channel, so there's no point asking, guys. No point asking. But yeah, other than that, like, share and subscribe if you haven't already. I can see nobody's subscribed, so nobody shared, actually. That's what I'm going to see. Nobody shared or liked the video. But like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you on another one. And hopefully I can do more and more of these little live streams and see how things go on from there. Okay, adios, my amigos. I'll see you later.